Pulse X itself may be deemed illegal. I'm going to show you proof of that in today's video because people are not talking about this and people are not even aware of this. Currently, many people are aware that the SEC has come after Coinbase and they've come after Binance. Now, what's interesting is not that they're trying to sue these two companies, but it's really interesting in what they have said in their lawsuit. Most people have not even read through these lawsuits, but I've skimmed through them and I'm going to show you a couple of things right now that is absolutely mind-blowing, doesn't make any sense, and could, if successful, have catastrophic effects over you and me and all of cryptocurrency as it exists. So you may be wondering, how could Pulse X be illegal? Well, first of all, it's the tokens in and of themselves. Almost all of the tokens that exist on any exchange, not just Pulse X, this includes Uniswap, etc. Almost all of the tokens could potentially be considered a security, even though many of them do not actually meet most people's understanding of the Howey test. Now, the Howey test is a test that we use to determine whether something is a security or not. You have to make a combined investment with other people and with an expectation that you're going to profit from that investment based on the work of someone else. Because USDC, for example, that can't possibly be a security. It's a stable coin. No one's expecting the price of USDC to go up. USDT, no one's expecting the price of that to go up. It's actually a stable coin. But let's take a look at this. It's happening with Binance. So with Binance, they're considering BUSD a security, ladies and gentlemen, a stable coin. This is insane. The amount of stretching that is that they are doing to the current regulation is insanity to try to make it fit. Let's read this little bit of lawyer legalese mumbo jumbo jujitsu here. BUSD purchasers invested in a common enterprise with each other and with Binance, meaning by buying BUSD, you're investing in a common enterprise, they're saying. The BUSD ecosystem, which BUSD holders in Binance could and did earn returns through various forms of capital deployment. The proceeds from investor purchases of BUSD were purportedly pooled in reserves, and Binance earned 50% of the investment returns on those pools, which increased as more investors purchased BUSD. Binance then used at least a portion of those returns to enable and promote the Binance ecosystem that gave BUSD its profit. Okay, that's crazy. So where's the profit motive here for the investor? Where's the expectation? Where did the investor expect to make a profit on BUSD? But then look what they do here. Binance has, from the outset, marketed BUSD's profit earning potential and referred to the various APYs, annual percentage yields, that investors may earn with respect to their BUSD holdings. The BUSD profit opportunities promoted by Binance include. So think about that for a moment. Basically, you have money, and since money can be invested into something that could be called a security, therefore money is a security. That's essentially what is being said right here. And essentially, anything that makes an APY becomes a security. I mean, this is mind-numbing to me. It's one thing if it's an investment scheme, an investment fraud. I get it. I get where you're going. But I'm over here providing a service by providing my liquidity. And literally on version 1 of this farm, I don't make no profit. The only potential profit I make is getting paid in ink tokens as an incentive for me to provide service in these pools at the risk of full and permanent loss without getting any liquidity fees here. Even in version 2, even on Uniswap, I get some liquidity fees, but I still put myself at some risk of impermanent loss. Now, it's true, the risk of impermanent loss is oftentimes overblown and exaggerated, and people are scared of liquidity farming and that sort of thing because they don't understand impermanent loss. I did a whole video on it. I'll link it above so you can be more educated than most people because most people don't understand impermanent loss. However, what we're doing here could be considered illegal. This is crazy to me. So one vector of attack is, well, there's 3 vectors of attack. I've covered 2 of them. One is the tokens themselves could be considered securities, and the fact that we can earn an APY of any kind or an APR of any kind for anything. Can you understand the logic? Any way that you can earn interest or compounding or compounded gains or any revenue you can earn, not only is it taxed, but now it can become an automatic security. That's, I mean, that's just mind blowing at how far that could potentially reach, ladies and gentlemen. But it's bigger than that. So many people think the SEC is trying to protect people. I just want to point this out real quick, and then I'm going to talk about how the SEC potentially is targeting PulseX directly. I mean, not just PulseX, including Uniswap, all the decentralized exchanges. People are not aware of this. They're not talking about it. It's some of the least talked about news. I'm going to give it to you in this video. I want to take a look at this Twitter comment. It's blank insane. First, the SEC ignores Luna, Three Arrows Capital, FTC, Voyager, Celsius, allowing us to get effed. Then the SEC Fs us when we use a publicly traded company, which they allowed on NASDAQ. Investors are in no way being protected by the SEC. This is referring to the lawsuit with Coinbase. They literally are trying their best to stop any form of cryptocurrency activity. To show you that they could be coming after PulseX and Uniswap and all of the decentralized exchanges. People are not aware of this. I'm going to link this article down in the description. But the SEC considers reopening exchange definition proposals. And what they do in this is they're trying to redefine what is considered an exchange, which would mean that they could turn around and make them illegal. Now, when they make them illegal, that would stop a lot of people from using them. But they understand they can't actually shut down the exchanges. The thing about decentralized exchanges, similar to Tornado Cash, some of you are familiar with Tornado Cash. In fact, let me pull that up real quick. So a while back, the U.S. Treasury sanctioned Tornado Cash. So Tornado Cash is a decentralized, Ethereum-based privacy, essentially mixer, if you will. It's been around forever. Tornado Cash is one of the early true decentralized projects back with cryptocurrency. And what's crazy, the story about Tornado Cash is it was created by a developer. The developer ended up going to freaking prison. But essentially what the U.S. government did was they made it illegal for American citizens to use Tornado Cash. They can't shut down Tornado Cash. Tornado Cash still is there. It still gets used literally every single day. But they made it illegal by considering it a terrorist. That's a true story. They put it on the SDN list, Special Designated Nationals. This is historically like Iran or Russia or anyone that the U.S. government considers a terrorist. And as a SDN, Americans and American companies are not allowed to interact with anybody on the SDN list. Now, those entities are typically people and companies. For the first time in history, the American government has put a piece of decentralized, autonomous, permissionless code as a special designated national. They could do something similar, or the SEC could do something similar against exchanges. So what does this mean? Well, just like Tornado Cash is not shut down, but it is illegal to interact with it. It's illegal to use it. As a result, I think a lot of volume could dry up if this happens. Now, I'm not saying this is going to happen. I am saying I think there's about a 60% chance it does happen. So it's important as cryptocurrency investors. You have to weigh this stuff in with your risk profile. Now, I personally love cryptocurrency. If all of this, I'm not looking to pull any of this out per se and pull it into fiat. If it goes to zero, it goes to zero. Like I'm literally, it goes to zero. You know, someone in my Telegram this morning, I sent an email to everyone who's been following my copy trading journey, and I told them something similar. I said, listen, at some point, maybe I can't get these funds out. If you want to follow this journey, you can go down in the description. I'll put the link down there. But I was telling them, hey, listen, you know, yeah, I'm making money with this and I've got money over here, but one day I may not be able to get these funds out. Same thing here. Something could happen. I may not be able to get these funds out one day. It's okay. This isn't like my primary source of investing. Far from it. I believe in investing in business, building businesses, growing business, and I believe in real estate. I'm very familiar with the stock market, selling options, trading options on the stock market. I'm familiar with dividend investing. I don't do a lot of that right now. But I do trade cryptocurrencies. I trade options on cryptocurrencies. I love cryptocurrencies. I earn income right here through yield farming. I love passive income. I have some investments in various online casinos, make really good money over there. However, this is still a small percentage of my overall portfolio. And I am long-term bullish on this space. The great thing is, no matter what the government does, they may slow down cryptocurrency adoption. They may discourage people from using it. But listen, there's never going to be another America discovered. No one's going to be able to escape government reach again. There's no way you can go make our own country all over again. That's not possible. But cryptocurrency, blockchain technology does allow people, and by people I mean humanity, a way one day when they get tired of the financial oppression that exists in traditional finance, when governments abuse the system too far, and the average person who wants to rise up, just like me when I got started in life, getting my first job. I worked 3 years before I became an entrepreneur. I've been self-employed ever since. Today I'm very fortunate, but I promise you I didn't always start here. My kids have no idea where I started from. I mean, I can tell them, but they have no appreciation of it. They've never had to struggle like me and their mom did when we were younger. When people are tired of government taking opportunities away because they create financial oppression, those of you that are 19, 20, 21, you're operating in a very different world with a very different set of circumstances in many ways, but including when it comes to the financial industry. So when we as a people eventually get tired of the oppression, and I believe that it can happen in many of our lifetime, then there will always be a way for citizens of the world to start choosing to opt out of the current financial system. And I simply refuse not to be a part of it, if at all possible. If all of this cryptocurrency stuff goes down to 95% down, I don't care. I'm still here. Why? Because I believe in humanity in the long run. In the long run, I believe the people win. In the long run, I believe cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is the answer. It's why I got started here in the first place. And it's why I made my first investment in 2016 or 17. I've always said, and oftentimes I end my videos saying, crypto equals freedom. Or I'll say decentralized crypto equals freedom. And that's what I mean.